So whenever Apple goes ahead and makes a new iPhone or even a new iPhone lineup, I always get kind of happy. They've done this a couple times in their lineup, in their whole entire phones. They made the C lineup, the SE lineup, the Plus lineup, the Mini lineup, the Pro Max and Pro lineups, and they even made the Mini lineups one time too. But there's really only been one specific lineup of devices, I think, that Apple's pretty much ever ruined. And this was basically the iPhone SE lineup. I think the way this iPhone pretty much started off as basically that cheaper alternative that still has very, very decent specs and has a decent, chipset inside and has so many things going for it. The way Apple went through and pretty much butchered this specific device made me feel like Apple probably will end up doing this with another device. And with the iPhone SE, it's honestly quite insane what Apple was doing in this specific situation. When you have a device like the iPhone SE, first generation, that device was so crazy and so cool in so many different ways. And I thought that was something that was really cool that Apple ended up doing. But what ended up happening a little bit of time after was that within the iPhone SE second generation, that device, we started to see Apple change a little bit. I think at first that was actually a pretty interesting phone. I think it was decent. It really wasn't great or amazing, but we noticed, at least I noticed, that device is not going to age that well, especially if Apple's going to keep it for as long as they kept the iPhone SE 1. But then what ended up happening about 2 years after that, they ended up releasing the iPhone SE third generation. Now, this device is another interesting phone because what ended up happening here is that Apple went through and pretty much gave us the exact same phone as the iPhone SE 2, but what did they do here instead? They just swapped out some of the internals, they changed some things inside here and there, and then they pretty much just got stuck in that weird phase. They pretty much gave us this old phone that had a new chipset, and we're still stuck with this type of design a little bit over a year later, and there's been lots of leaks and lots of rumors of the successor of this phone, but it doesn't even look like that's going to be coming out anytime soon. And on top of that, it doesn't even look like that device is going to be supported, and it looks like that device is also not even going to be at that same price tag as this iPhone SE was. So there are so many moving pieces within these devices, and I'm not really too sure what Apple's going to be doing here. But the way this iPhone lineup started and how it's kind of ending off now, it is not a good look on Apple. And it's funny because when you look at devices like the iPhone, Pro series or even the standard iPhone Mini or Plus series, it looks like Apple's doing a better and better job with each generation. For some reason, their SE lineup, they just can't get it right, I don't think, anymore. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.